2, 1. Hello, I am Spec, and I'm here with the wonderful, amazing.
Hello. Oh wait, Hi. I'm sorry. I didn't know if you were supposed to introduce me or not.
No, I was gonna let you introduce. I'm sorry.
Okay, hi, I'm Chris. I am Kristin, yes, or Chris, or Aaron. I don't have many names. One of which you can call me. I play as Princess on the Toonkind D&D. I can't speak English today. I do art and I do the funky D&D. Okay, that's good enough.
I'm Spec, as I stated, and I will be playing mainly Kire, the funky little glitch boy. But you might see some other things today. Do you want me to start off? Do you want me to start off here with a little introduction of the place and where Princess has found himself?
Yeah, go on.
So, Princess, our beloved, you heard from Con about their job, and they mentioned this really, really old theater. And like any brilliant person would, you came to the conclusion, if it's that big and that old, there's got to be something of value in there.
Hell
so, yeah. You know, all the most important thought process. How much can I steal?
of Princess's mind.
Oh God, I love Princess.
The first thing Princess thinks of as soon as he hears that there's like riches in a theater, he's like, money.
Princess Pawn mentioned once that the owners were rich, and Princess was like, interesting. Okay, I will be back. I gotta go on a trip for a day. Anyways, kill me right there. You just kill me. Anyways, so you've gone to this theater, and it is, in fact, as Pawn said, a grand theater. It is very tall. It is definitely old, but it doesn't look bad. But you can already tell that Pawn was right about the fact the twins do seem to have at least some money, because the theater is just the most elegant thing you've seen. It just towers up. It's beautiful. We love it. You do quickly realize, though, can I get an Arcana check?
Oh, okay. Let me check his Arcana.
Yeah, no. Not what you expected for the starter off.
I've never actually had to roll like Arcana for the first.
Well, I love it when I get to, just mix things up.
17.
17?
Yeah.
All right. I'll say you can tell that there's a good number of defense spells on this, so probably not going to be able to go right through the front door with any intentions of stealing. However, and you can maybe roll an investigation if you want. You don't have to, because I'm going to tell you where you end up, but it would just be how fast you find it. You're going to end up anywhere. There does seem to be a small weakness in the defense system. Specifically, one of the... I cannot think of the word right now. What is that thing that Princess is in the title card?
Vents.
A vent! Thank you. That's the word. I was sitting here like there's a word that I'm supposed to be using right now.
Filtration system.
Infiltration system. Sneaking up the sneaky spot. Oh God. Okay. There does seem to be a small opening in one of the vents, so you're able to make it in there. I don't know how. Toon logic.
He's really big boy. Does he like crash it? Like how? Is he dropping down or like going up?
I would say he like climbs up somewhere on the side of the theater. There's probably like a dumpster or something he could just hop on easily, and then just climb into a vent on the side. and just starts wiggling through. And sorry, I'm just imagining this. I'm sorry. It was the only way I could think about Princess getting into the theater with all the defense spells. But God, it's so funny.
Is there ventilation like heading to outside? I mean, outdoors? Is that like?
Yeah, I'm guessing the ventilation outside. I'm guessing like the ventilation goes like it's like you know how like some older buildings will have like ventilation that starts inside and connects outside, so that like they don't. It's an old building. I don't know enough about buildings. I haven't checked the building code recently.
Does it have like screws on it? Do I need to pull it like a screwdriver?
You can if you want. I want to imagine this now. Actually, yes. Or see, I don't even know what you would roll for that. But yes, let's see how hard is it.
Screws. Hold on. 14. Okay, pull out a screwdriver and take all the screws off the fit.
How hard is it to break
it in? Oh my god, do I need to roll strength? Hold on. Okay, let's see how fast these budge then. What is your strength? What is your strength? God, I'm dying. Okay, it's +4. 19, okay.
19. Alright. So, yeah, no, that was a strength? Holy shit. You just ripped the thing. You just ripped the vent off things. You just grabbed the hinges of it.
He's a strong boy.
Just like muscles suddenly, like cartoonishly large muscles appear and just go, tosses it to the side in anger. Cursed vents, cursed. God, I love Princess.
I love him so much.
You start crawling through the vent, and I'll say it goes pretty well actually. Because I'm not gonna make you keep rolling nonstop. Bless your heart. You find yourself. I have mercy. There is mercy within me. You find yourself in this giant attic, and it is full of old, just anything you can think of. It has, there's gems, there's weapons, there's potions, and right in the middle is this giant broken chandelier.
Oh my god.
You've just hit the jackpot.
Princess is just gonna run up to it, like, just look at it, see if it's in good condition. Of course it's not, because it's broken, but he's still gonna like polish it and stuff like that to make sure you can find someone to auction it off to.
God.
I don't know what to roll for that. It's just that investigation.
I guess you could roll it.
Okay, no, it wouldn't be investigation. That'd be like insight.
I think you could argue for either.
Okay.
I mean, you're looking at a gem.
I'm just gonna roll an investigation, because I don't have a -1 on that. That's a 10, alright.
It's a gem. That's broken.
A gem. Alright.
And let me make a quick roll.
Oh my god.
You hear the clattering of boxes from behind you, and out of nowhere, as you're just trying to polish this stone, a small toon boy just falls off this tower of boxes and just tumbles in front of you and looks at you. And I will grab you the reference, but I feel like you already know who it is, considering who I am in this. I wonder,
who could it be?
Yeah, Kire beloved.
Kire beloved.
So yes, Kire is staring at you with that 8 in stealth. Holy shit.
I'm just gonna immediately roll an intimidation. That's a 7. Okay.
I mean, let me roll a wisdom real quick, because, I mean, you know, It's Kire. It wouldn't be out of context for him to still get scared. Oh,
okay.
no, Kire don't care at all.
I think Princess just, like, puffs up his chest and, like, stands there menacingly, but he's not really that scary because he's a small little cat. Oh, wait, no. He's, like, almost the same size as Kire, isn't he? Because he's, like, 4 foot tall.
How tall is Princess again?
Princess, like, 4'5", 4 foot. I don't remember.
He's taller than Kire. He's taller than Kire then. Kire does not go to 4 feet, bless his heart.
I think he's not that scary because of all the fluff around him.
I was about to say, it's just a giant fluffy cat. Kire's used to that. Kire looks up at Princess and just blinks and then looks at the chandelier and then goes, why are you just breathing on a crystal?
Hold on, I need a roll.
Just looking at you like you're like.
Okay, that's a 6. I rolled deception. He just like stands there and he looks at the chandelier and looks at Kire and he's like, "What's a chandelier?"
Oh god.
He's like, "Wait a second."
God, I kind of really hope that the dice are. Nope. Okay. Nope. Kire looks at him with his 12 insight and goes, "You aren't supposed to be. People don't come up here." And he says it very confidently as he like starts to push himself up, and he's glitching. So he's like, "Hey, why are you up here? Or did one of the bosses send you? I've never seen you before. Are you new? You don't look like somebody who'd work here."
I'm gonna roll another deception. Okay, that's what is going on today, Princess? He's like,
thing ever.
He's like, well, yeah, I guess I can't say I'm a new worker, you know. This little bad boy, and then he leans up a paw on it and rests his weight on it, but then he kind of pushes it, and then he falls on the floor, and he's like, yeah, I'm fine. And then he gets up, and he's like, this bad boy just needs some cleaning and polishing, so I'm gonna take this with me now. And he like grabs it and starts walking over to the vent.
Oh god.
Just in time for Christmas.
What's Christmas? I'm sorry. Okay, I need a moment. Sorry, I'm crying. Kire looks at Princess and then looks at the chandelier, and Princess trying to like drag, because this is a big chandelier. This is how did they get this up here? Is probably the question one asking, but we're doing logic. It's when in doubt, tune logic. And he looks at Princess one more time and goes, "You can't work here because you have to be the worst liar I have ever seen. And I've seen some pretty bad liars. Wow.
Liar! What do you take me as?"
Kire kind of just blinks and looks at you and goes, a liar? I just said that? And he's actually starting to smile a little bit.
And Prince just kind of like looks away and is like, nah, just sweat starts dripping down his face. He's like, nah.
Not little me.
You wouldn't take this little precious little face as a liar, would you?
Yes.
Alright, you weren't supposed to answer that, kid.
I mean, you asked. Kire kind of like smiles and gives a shrug. He's like, "You asked the question. What did you expect?"
Silence. Angel is talking.
Well, I guess you can find your silence with your chances of getting out of here with that. As in, that's not gonna happen. He's kind of just snickering at you a bit at this point.
Princess just like looks over at the chandelier, looks over at Kire, looks over at the chandelier, looks back at Kire. Are you making fun of me?
Kire places a hand over his heart, and I'll roll a deception. I'll roll performance. This is a performance.
Okay. Okay, what do I need to roll? I keep forgetting if it's perception or insight.
That would be insight.
Okay.
Kire places a hand over his heart, and like
That's
it's
a 4. Okay.
the best acting that God, I guess.
What's going on with Princess?
I would never ever make fun of you. No, you. Obviously, you're an inspector who just happens to be clumsy with an obviously delicate and old priceless artifact belonging to a theater. But hey, what do I know? It's not like I work up here half of the time.
Princess just raises an eyebrow, and then he's like, alright.
Deadpan so badly. It just looks at Princess in such annoyance. Kire just shakes his head and is like, you're not gonna steal that. I mean, why do you even want to steal that? It's broken.
I could repair it. I have some materials at my disposal. Definitely not given to me by some sort of person that I will not name, even though he is a very secret person that works for specific people in murder. Anyway.
Kara raises it's a very slow raising of the eyebrow, and you hear just like a trombone noise in the background. It's Kara just looking at this and goes, yeah. Okay. Assuming you can get out of here, which you won't be able to because... And he just motions to the entire chandelier. How would you get out of here, actually? No, I want to hear that. What, you genius inspector who knows so much about this building, obviously, and knows so much about this chandelier, how would you get out of here?
Well, I heard Penelope, talk about this place, so I know a couple of things, mind you, about this place.
And so I'm guessing Penelope told you about the defense systems in place?
Princess is like, yes. Penelope did.
Penelope. I love Kire, but Kire is not getting this. I'm getting this, but Kire, God, I don't even have to roll to know Kire would not be getting this. The poor boy. He's just like, okay, there's Penelope involved, I guess. I wonder what she does.
Who's Penelope?
I never heard of a Penelope working at the theater. I wonder what that is. I'll have to investigate it later. Anyways,
he looks away. He's like, Kire says that, and he's just more sweat. It's just.
Kire kind of looks at the chandelier and then looks back at Princess and goes, "You're trying to steal that, aren't you?" And just says in the most deadpan voice.
Princess just like brings up one of his ribbons to his non-existent nose bridge, and then he's like, "I'm getting too old for this." He motions to the chandelier with his ribbons, and he's like, "It was that obvious."
Kire kind of just nods for a second. He's like, the moment you first opened your mouth, it really became obvious.
Princess is like, what mouth?
Kire just kind of stands there for a second, realizing you've been talking and don't have a mouth, and like you can see the gears kind of start turning in his head, and there's just a little numbers floating around. And Kire goes, "Wait, how are you talking?"
"I'm a figment of your imagination. I'm a ghost. You've gone insane."
Make a wisdom saving throw through that one. I'm gonna do it. You can make a persuasion. Make a persuasion on that. And I'll make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, I was gonna say that he's joking, but okay.
No, I listen, Kire, my boy.
12. Oh god.
Kire realizes that this is a joke. Luckily. Yeah. But guys, that would have actually been a really funny plot twist. I would have ran with that. I'm not going to lie. I would have I don't know what I would have had to do, but I would have ran with it.
I know the princess would be like, I'm kidding, or am I? Or something like that.
Kire starts questioning if everything is a ghost from then on. And okay, so Kire kind of just looks at him and goes, I'm not that stupid. You're not dead. Well, I don't think you're dead. You don't look like a ghost. I haven't seen a ghost before. I don't think you're a ghost.
That's one of the nicest compliments I've ever gotten.
Kire kind of pauses and goes, you're welcome. Kire is very confused by this tune.
Princess just kind of like gets up off the floor, like kind of pushes the chandelier back, and he's like, "In honesty, kid, don't even ask me. I have no idea how either."
So you you came here to one of the most defended places with one of the most paranoid owners to steal something, and you didn't have an escape plan?
Kire looks at you and goes, am I allowed to say no?
Kire looks at him and looks at the chandelier, then looks at Princess, then looks at the chandelier, looks at Princess, and then looks at the chandelier and goes, I'll help you.
I'm gonna roll a quick insight for Princess.
Yeah, roll an insight on that.
7. Oh my god, why is he so bad at rolls today? Literally every single D&D game. Every single one I do, he gets low rolls.
It's shenanigan rolls. You can't help it. You can't escape the shenanigan.
It's Kristin, every single time.
It's
no! I don't want to deal with the shenanigan. Not the shenanigan.
The shenanigans.
I don't want to deal with it.
I'll roll. You know what? To counteract the shenanigans, I'll make a deception. You know, maybe Kire. Nope. No ulterior motives. Nothing at all. This kid wants to help you out of nowhere.
Okay.
Though you won't probably be able to get an entire chandelier out, but maybe you could find something smaller that's worth something.
Does Princess think he's like bad? By the way, I have no idea.
Kire is a 3.5-foot child who has been glitching randomly sometimes and seems to either be only capable of 2 emotions, being extremely sarcastic towards you or being confused and slightly anxious. This child gives off 0 intimidation vibes. I can roll intimidation, but no. This child is nuts.
You have like a -20 intimidation.
Blinks and you're like, oh, baby.
Princess just turns around and he's like, alright, what do you got?
Kire just starts looking around and he starts digging through a couple. He first things first is he tries to go through his hammer space, and let me just roll a d10, see what we get. Okay, he can pull something out, and he he pulls out a couple of things. He pulls out a book, a knife, a wand, a crowbar, and a hammer. And he looks at all of these and goes, yeah, none of these are worth anything that I know of. So he just kind of leaves all that on the ground, and he starts just crawling over the boxes like some kind of, just like a little animal, just.
Oh my God.
He's just scaling everything in here as he like, and you see something like, there's like this comedic like noise as like something crashes as he throws something over his shoulder. You see a sword fly by you. There's a feather boa, I think is what it's called.
God.
A hat. Was that a solid gold bar? It doesn't matter. Eventually he holds.
I think as soon as he sees that, he's like,
it's too late. It's gone. It's lost. It's lost in the sauce.
It's just like starts trying to look for it, and he's like, "Oh, you stupid kid."
It literally, I imagine there's like two just towers of boxes on both sides of Princess, and like Kire's on one, and the solid gold bar just slowly flies over the between the towers right above Princess, and then lands on the other side and is gone forever. It has like escaped into the void.
Princess is just like, oh my God, you stupid little child.
And Kire comes back and he's holding a ring that looks slightly old. And he holds it up and he says, this was in one of their boxes. They keep some of the... Oh, well, there's a lock on it, so I guess it's worth something.
Princess just interrupts him by yoinking it with one of his ribbons, and then he looks at it closely.
You're welcome, I guess. Really patient, aren't you?
Princess just kind of like examines it, and he's like, yeah, this'll do, and then he puts it in his hammer space. Alright, so we got any fun games up here? Any pranks you're planning on pulling or whatever? I have a lot of things, mind you. I'm gonna roll a d10. Okay, he pulls out like a pie, a bunch of like silly string, just a bunch of items for prank. There's like he pulls some bubble wrap at some point.
Fire dives for the bubble wrap. He's just like, it's like a full out like just like, you know, like a baseball player just dives for the bubble wrap and just starts going pop, 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 and he's just like sitting there with like his pupils have expanded dramatically. It's like a cat, just completely zoned out when you put that in front of him. Princess
takes the bubble wrap from him and puts it back in his hammer space. Anyway, so what do you got?
Kire kind of rolls on his back and he looks around and then he just kind of motions to the ad and he's like, I mean,
no, that's not.
I don't do
What
games.
do you do for fun? Oh,
what do I do for fun?
I thought he was talking about. Okay, anyway, yeah, for fun, you know, like maybe prank a couple of your coworkers, spike the coffee. Oh wait, no, whoops, sorry, that's.
What's spiking the coffee?
Anyway, maybe put some bubble wrap around.
Spikes in it.
Princess just looks at Kire and he's like, yeah, that's it. Anyway, so basically, maybe just put some bubble wrap around the place, you know.
Kire kind of blinks and he goes, I don't do games or pranks or stuff like. I mean, I go downstairs. I work.
And Princess is like, come on, and then he grabs him and shoves him down the vent with him.
I'm just joking. Kire's being kidnapped. Let's go with. I love this. This is perfect.
Yes.
Kire doesn't argue. Actually, Kire doesn't argue. Kire's like, oh, okay, and just kind of starts crawling through the vent. And I'm gonna make a little dexterity for him to see how well he does this. He should probably do this pretty well, considering it's Kire. Nope.
Okay.
God, he keeps hitting his head on things. Poor kid. He'll get like 2 feet and just bonk. Bonk.
Let me Let me check it. I can't speak. Did I put down dexterity? Where on earth is it? Oh my god, I forgot to put down dexterity. Okay, whatever, I'll change that later. I'll just roll a straight d20. Okay, he's a natural at this.
Yeah! Wow! Wow, Princess.
I mean, he's
you
done this multiple times, so...
Princess is like, move over, kid. Let the professionals show you how it's done.
Yeah.
God, I love Princess so much. I say they make it out. Kire's when they get done, Kire's like 3 inches shorter just from hitting his head so often. But take it out.
Yeah. I think they stop at like a vent, I guess, and going into the going down so that they can see something.
Ooh.
And if you want to say like what they find, then
what do they find? For the sake of shenanigans, you see a large chicken, a mother hen, dressed, and she's cooking, and she is belting the opera as she does this. And you notice little glasses sitting next to her start to tremble very rarely, and then she hits this high note and one explodes, and you just hear like the most annoyed sound from nearby, and a man walks over and he's like, Miss H, please, we cannot keep affording to replace the glassware.
Oh my god.
And she just looks at him like in horror, like, you can't stop the art.
I'm gonna pull out my screwdriver and I'm gonna unscrew the vent, and I'm gonna see if I can find anything to like prank her with or them with. I don't know.
Yes, do it, please. Oh god, okay. Please. I'm loving this.
I'm gonna say he pulls out a pie and then he just looks at her and the man, and I'm gonna see if he can, I don't know what to roll, but he's gonna try and aim the pie at one of their faces.
I'd say that'd be a dexterity?
Okay.
Because it makes me think of like throwing. You know what? I actually have one of these character sheets pulled up.
Oh, no.
Yeah, nope. The guy instantly would move. I don't even have to roll. His modifier is high enough.
Okay.
And jumps out of the way. But for the sake of humor, the pie miraculously land. You know, I'll roll just a straight d20 for the hen. Oh god, she barely. The pie just falls down flat. There's no. It just goes thump, and like the man just jumps out of the way easily. But the hen jumps back just enough that like it falls down right in front of her, and just the pie hits the ground with a splat, and they look at it.
Princess just immediately like shuts the vent and then starts like screwing the vent closed as fast as he can.
Kire's helping you. They're both doing this very quickly.
Yeah.
And you hear the guy below look at Miss H and goes, "Is this normal for you, Toons? I thought we got rid of the pie rain. I thought we got rid of the pie rain last month." And Miss H is just shaking her head like, nope, this is not normal for us. Nope. I don't know where this from.
I think Prince is just gonna turn to Kire, and then he's gonna be like, "Hey," and then he pulls out some stilly string.
Kire nods. Kire actually is smiling. Kire actually started laughing. Had almost started laughing a bit watching that, but now the kid's actually smiling and just nods.
And then he gives the stilly string to Kire.
Kire has the power now.
He has the power.
Kire just like holds the silly string up, and like there's like a slight light and like heavenly sound behind him before he lowers. the very air. You see there's you can see the dust bunnies in the air, and like they're like have little wings on them.
Oh my goodness.
Kire looks at it and then looks at Princess. God, I just completely stopped forming words there for a second. And just nods and then starts crawling away and towards a different direction with the silly string still in hand.
My goodness. Okay, Princess follows closely behind.
And he leads them to another room to where they're looking down at what looks to be the exact same guy as before, the exact same real kind, except for he is currently busy working on paperwork. And he doesn't unscrew the vent this time. Instead, he just very carefully puts it right against the edge, and I'm going to make a dexterity to see if he can actually hit this. Oh my God. Let's see. Let me roll for the Let me roll for the real kind. Oh my God! He perfectly aims. You know what? Because the shenanigans, my beloved, he perfectly aims it, and it just hits the real kind right on the nose. Like, and it turns out it's red silly string, so it just forms like a perfect clown nose right over his face. And he just kind of
oh my God,
sits there for a moment, looking cross-eyed at this, and then looks up, and without hesitation, Kire pushes Princess and is like, "Go!"
Oh God. Princess just starts Newman through the vents, but he's trying his best not to laugh.
Kire is giggling his head off. It's like it's a weird mix of beef, but God, the kid's having so much fun.
Yeah.
God, I hold this all gently.
Oh my God, amazing. Princess is the best brother that he doesn't realize that he's actually a brother of this child yet.
Neither of them realize the connection. It's great.
It's amazing.
I just realized Princess so far is canonically now the only person who's had only positive interactions with Kire. Congratulations, Princess!
Yay!
Yay!
Let's go!
Shenanigans! Do you have any other shenanigans you want, or should?
I think they're gonna head over. I'm gonna see if you can find like a vent leading to like a stage where all the performing is going on and stuff like that.
I will tell you, knowing how the theater is set up, the vent will not be directly overhead, most likely.
Okay.
If you do, you will have to probably drop down onto the catwalks. I'm so down for that, because that will probably give Kire some advantage. Yeah, you can roll investigation. See if you can find the vent over the catwalks.
All right, let me pull up my character sheet again. Yeah. That one. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
What is going on with you?
I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm trying. Oh my God. That's a 1 in 20th chance there.
What is going on, Princess? Please. Okay, I need to re-roll this. I swear to God, if it's another.
Yep. Nope. Sorry.
What is happening?
You know what happens? You keep crawling through the vents, and 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 finally, the vents start to get creaky, and they don't make the best noise anymore. And then suddenly, I need you to make a dex saving throw.
Oh no. Okay.
I'll make one for Kire.
Please don't be. I'm just gonna. Okay, I'm sorry. This is canceled. I'm going back to bed now. Good night. This was fun. It was fun. See you later. Oh my God.
the vent beneath you opens up, and you fall through.
Oh.
Princess, would you want to explain what a 7 is for Princess?
Oh my god. Okay. So they're falling down onto the catwalk.
Yeah. Not the catwalk. They're, actually, no, we'll do the catwalk. Yeah, we'll do the catwalk. It just took you a while, and it's,
How far down is the catwalk?
I'll say it's, for the sake of Princess's survival rate, 6 feet at most.
Okay.
I mean, logically, it'd probably be like,
I'm gonna say there's like some beams holding up the roof and stuff like that. So he's falling, and then he crashes into a bunch of beams as he's doing so. And then he's got that. He just falls with another splat. It goes face first onto the floor.
Catwalk like a pancake, just completely flattened out.
Yeah.
Kire, on the other hand, he's done this before. He's probably the reason the vent broke. Because he's been up there before. And he kind of just grabs a piece of rope on his way and kind of swings down very, 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 very cleanly. And he lands next to Princess and stands next to him. And he's kind of giggling a bit. And he just picks Princess up and just the little flattened Princess and just whacks him so hard he puts Princess back into 3D shape again.
It's just like, I'm getting way too old for this.
You don't look that old.
Oh, just you wait.
Kire smiles. And below you is they're not too busy. But there are a good number of actors down below you. They seem to be setting up for something because there's a couple of stagehands out there as well, and all the lights are on. So it's not a performance, but there's enough people down there you could cause a ruckus.
Okay. Let's see.
Shenanigans.
Okay. Is this after or before the whole vacation stuff?
All this is after vacation, to my knowledge.
Yes. Okay.
Oh no, that's a very terrifying. That was a terrifying.
You want to know what he's gonna pull out?
What?
You wanna know what the fuck he pulls out the hypno lolly?
Yes! Oh my god! Yes! Sorry, I should not have been. I'm so sorry. So sorry. I'm sorry.
Pop.
Yes, throwback.
The hypno
right
pop.
The hypno pop. I must ask, how is he going to hypnotize? He is directly above these people. You know what? I'm just gonna say somebody looks up. I'm gonna say somebody just happens to they hear Princess hit all these things and just look up.
It was pretty loud.
And it's a wisdom saving throw, right?
Yes.
I'll just make a D20 straight D20.
I keep forgetting what I need to roll. Oh my god.
You can just roll D20 to counter. I'll take it.
Okay. Let's hope it. Okay.
God, what did you do to this poor Toon that just got hypnotized?
I was just like, I didn't actually think that would work. Anyway,
He's got like an owl or something has perfect vision. Owls don't have. Do owls have vision?
He's gonna pull out like a couple pies and give it to this Toon. He's like, all right. You see someone?
The Toons below you. How I must ask, how do you get there's at least 30 feet difference between you and this Toon right now.
Oh god. I guess he's gonna toss them the pie and make it. I'm just okay. So he tosses them all the pie. And he's like, "You see anyone else? Just stick this pie in their face. Not. Don't give it to them. Just shove it in their face."
This Toon kind of blinks and I like to imagine like you've tossed down like at least 1 or 2 pies and they're kind of juggling it, and then they just nod very seriously, like, yes, my mission in life.
This is my mission.
And they walk over to one of the other actors, who looks at them like,
Princess
all
just
these...
kind of like nudges Kire, and he's like, "Okay, you gotta watch this."
Kyra's like leaned over with the biggest grin on his face right now. Oh my gosh, Kyra's loving this. And he looks over, and you watch as, I'll say it's a spider tune. They're able to like hold multiple of these pies or something. It's like bug tune or some sort. And they take the first one and just start running around pieing all the actors. Just right in the face. And there's like this silence.
Princess just looks over at Kire, and he gives him a look. He's like, "You gotta pull out the silly string. You gotta pull out the silly string. Come on."
Kire pulls out the string and just points it down. And he doesn't even aim. He just sprays it until the can is empty. Just coats. I don't know how. We'll say like this is like a can of like unlimited silly string, and it just goes on for so long until it finally goes beep 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 and sputters to a stop. And you just look at these actors covered in pie and silly string, and it's silent.
Prince is just gonna sit there, and he's trying his best not to laugh because he doesn't want to get caught, but he is trying so hard.
Let me see how well. I'm gonna do a stealth roll for Kire to see, of all things, to see how well he can not burst out laughing. Yep, Kire covers his mouth and is not making a single sound.
Okay. Hold on.
But he's like glitching. He's laughing.
Okay.
Look at you go, Princess. Kire is trying his hardest not to laugh so much that he's actually started to glitch just from the amount of giggles that he's holding back. Like he has, like his eyes are just his eyes have actually turned into stars. Like his pupils have changed, kind of how Pawns does sometimes, and become little stars. He's just the biggest smile on his face as he tries not to giggle. And then you hear from down below laughter as the tunes below start laughing even. And they don't know what happened, but that was funny.
Oh my god. Okay, so since they're now laughing, I think Princess is gonna start laughing now, because it's kind of... Everyone else is laughing.
You're not getting caught.
Yeah, he's not gonna get caught.
And the moment Princess starts laughing, Kire starts laughing, and it's just this like beepy little giggle, and he is just losing his mind. He is laughing his little head off, just glitching and beeping, and just having the biggest smile on his face.
Oh my god. Princess kind of like nudges Kire with his shoulder, and he's like, "You're really fun. You should head over to the coffee shop sometime."
Kire tilts his head and is like, "The coffee shop? I don't."
Hold on, I think I should have it here. I'm gonna roll a d10. Just rummaging around in his hammer space, and then he pulls out a couple things first. He's like, "No, that's definitely not it." He pulls out like a squid at one point. He's like, "Nope, that is not it." And then he pulls out a little card and hands it just to Kire.
Kire takes the little card and looks at it. And what's the card say?
I don't have the picture of it up right now, but it has, if I remember, it has like a moon, and then it's Spec coffee, and then their address on it.
Okay. Kire looks at it and looks at Princess like, do you work there?
Yeah, Princess just nods, and he's like, "Yeah."
Kire looks at it and
Sundays and Saturdays off.
Kire looks at it, then smiles and goes, "I'll try. I'll find a way out."
Way out?
Kire, now Kire's the one sweating nervously. He goes, not supposed to leave the theater.
Oh, I need to teach you to sneak out.
Oh, I can sneak out. I did it before.
Oh.
I mean,
how many times have you gotten
no,
caught?
I've definitely not done it. I've definitely not done it before. He quickly goes. Shakes his head. No, definitely not.
I'm down.
Definitely
I'm not gonna go tell your manager or something.
Kire gives a little giggle and is like, "Yeah." Then I have to tell him that you stole a ring from the attic. That could probably be worth something one day. Maybe already is.
Why would you tell him that?
I said I wouldn't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But if you rat me out, I will rat you out. And he says that very seriously. He says to me, he's like, you rat me out, I'll make sure you get in trouble too.
Alright. I got you. And then Princess just gives him like a really sincere look. He's like genuinely really proud of him. Even though he just met this child, he will die for him.
Oh, you see Kire kind of look at that, and then you can't really read the emotion on his face, but he smiles. And he sticks out a hand and goes, Kire.
Princess just kind of looks at it. He doesn't really, he just says Princess, and then he kind of like puts the hand away.
Kire nods and goes, it was nice to meet you, Princess.
The same to you.
He points at the vent they fell through and he says, I wouldn't go that way if I was you. Do you want me to show you a way out? So that you don't get caught?
Probably be best.
Kire, very casually actually walks across this catwalk and does some climbing and eventually leads you to another vent to which he kind of motions for you to follow and then guides you back to the vent you first entered in.
Okay. Princess just gives him a look and he's like, thanks, kid. And then he hops out and he's like, hey, I might have some extra candy back at my place. So at some point, if you want to come over, I don't know, can't really, then he motions to his non-existent mouth.
Yeah. Where do you live? I'll find a way there.
Oh, yeah, and then he just says the address.
I'm gonna make I don't know what I'd make for... I'll just do a straight D20 for Kire. Kire blinks and he looks at Princess and he goes, that wasn't a Penelope that told you, was it?
Yeah, it was, of course it was Penelope.
And it wasn't somebody called Pawnable?
Princess just answered. He's like, definitely, no, I've never heard of that person in my entire life.
Kind of looks at the address and then goes, and then he gets kind of, he shrugs and Kire can't read. He knows that. The combination looked familiar to him, but he assumes that, Princess must be right. Must be two different addresses. He must have just gotten confused. And he goes, oh, okay. Was just hoping you'd seen them around. Well, I'll see you. And he pauses. And looks back.
Are you, like, close to them or something?
Kire gets quiet and he kind of glitches a little bit and he goes, no, I don't think we were both close. And he gives like an awkward little wave and he hurries inside.
Princess just kind of gives another awkward wave back and then he just like He pulls out the ring from his hammer's face. I don't know if I should roll, actually. This is like the final scene.
See, I want to see if he realizes what this is.
Oh.
This is a very good ring. This totally isn't a signet ring that could only be sold for 5 gold pieces at best.
No, there we go.
This is a very fancy ancient ring that's definitely not been painted on as a prop. Definitely not.
I'm gonna roll some insight.
I thought that was the insight. I'm an idiot.
No, okay, let me see this. 17.
Oh, no, never mind. You can tell all that stuff was false. This is a prop ring. Kire gave you a prop.
Just kind of like puts a ribbon to his non-existent nose bridge again. He's like, alright, it'll do. And then he just puts it back. And then he starts to walk back to his apartment. And he's just thinking of talking to Pawn later.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for coming for listening in. I hope you have a good time zone wherever you are, and have a good day.
Yeah.
Bye.
Goodbye.